Hi, this is Paul Wilson, and I'm glad you're with us. Today, we're going to be talking about 100 Ways to Motivate Yourself. It's a book by Steve Chandler, really fascinating book that I'd like to share with you as a part of my tribe, if you will. It's a Where Read Friday, by the way, and I just wanted to extend that to you. If you've never heard of the Where Read Friday, I'll tell you what is. It's a way that we can remember people deployed, RED, remember everyone deployed. A number of years ago, my older son and my oldest grandson were both in the military, in the Army, in Europe, forward based, in case something happened in that region. And I just started wearing red on Friday, just to remember everyone deployed and remember I still have members of my family in the military that are, in fact, deployed. And it's just part of what my life's all about. But anyway, getting back to the book, 100 Ways to Motivate Yourself. In this book, Steve Chandler, the author, argues that motivation is not something that happens to us. It is something we can deliberately create through our thinking, our language, our habits, and our environment. Instead of waiting for inspiration, he offers practical mental strategies that help people generate their own enthusiasm and momentum. I like the saying that Orson Welles said some time ago. He said, "Be yourself. Everyone is already taken." Through short, actionable ideas, this book shows how reframing thoughts, clarifying purpose, and practicing disciplined optimism can transform everyday productivity and satisfaction. The central message is that motivation is a skill, not a mood, and anyone can strengthen it through intentional daily practices. In short, motivation is not something you wait for, it's something you build through conscious thinking, positive and purposeful action, and disciplined optimism. So, there are 5 key points that I want to leave with you so you can be considering this. First of all, motivation is self centered. Motivation doesn't come from bosses, it doesn't come from circumstances, it doesn't come from luck. It is self generated. It begins with an internal dialogue and mindset. And I like to say, you have more conversations with yourself than you do with anyone else. That internal dialogue and that internal thought is incredibly important. People who stay energized intentionally manage their thoughts and stay aligned. People who are self-motivated need to do this on a daily basis, not just a personality trait. Second thought, language shapes energy. The words we use about our shape our enthusiasm. Replacing I have to with I choose to mindset is a different one. I don't have to go to work. I get to go to work. I choose to go to work. I choose to work with clients to help them figure out whatever they got going on. You choose to do that. You don't have to. True, you don't have to. You don't have to. Positive language fuels action and resilience, and leaders energize others by the language they model. It's a I choose to, not I have to. Part of your duty is doing certain things, and those are the things you have to do, but you don't have to do any of that. You don't have to be at work. You don't have to go to work. You choose to. Number 3, act before you feel ready. It's all that thing of fire, ready, aim. Action generates motivation, not the other way around. Action generates motivation. I don't want to go to the garage and clean it out, but I'm going to go out there anyway. And then once I get going, I get going. Waiting for the right mood keeps people stuck. Boy, that's something I got going on. Small steps create momentum and confidence. You don't have to know exactly where it's going to wind up to start. And then progress itself becomes a fuel for continued effort. Number 4, purpose drives motivation. What's your purpose? Do you know your purpose? internally, what's your purpose? We do a why operating system survey evaluation for people who want to know what their real drive is, what their real motivation is, what their real why, how, and what is. And that's something that maybe we could talk about later. I'll be happy to give you my information at the end of the call. My website is Wake Up Your Genius. I think the purpose is really the foundation for your genius. People sustain motivation when they connect tasks to meaning. Clear personal mission strengthens your persistence. What are you all about? Motivation increases when work contributes to something larger, being part of a bigger picture. And leaders help others see their purpose behind their work. That's what leaders do. Leaders aren't supposed to be doing the do of the worker bees. They're supposed to be doing the do of leadership, which is leading people, motivating people, inspiring people, helping people understand what their job is. Number 5, environment influences motivation. Look at your environment. I heard a term today that was kind of cute. It's romanticizing. I love that. Romanticizing your life. Your environment does influence your motivation. The people around us shape our mindset. I'm going to say also your surroundings, your work environment, not the people, but the facilities, the station, whatever. You need to be taking a look at that and see if it is good for you. Encouraging environments multiply your energy and creativity. Learning, reading, and positive influences feed motivation. And then surround yourself with growth-oriented thinkers. You check around lately and see who you're hanging with. You may want to hang with new people. I'm not saying, but you may want to take a look at who you're hanging with. Steve Chandler reminds us that motivation is not mysterious. It's a discipline of thought and action available to everyone by choosing empowering language, words, acting before we feel ready, and aligning our work with purpose. We can create our own momentum. In this sense, motivation becomes less about inspiration and more about doing the do, about daily leadership of us, of our own minds, of our own heart, of us personally. Gets it in here, gets it in here, and helps us move forward and make an even larger impact. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. My website is wakeupyourgenius.com. My email address is paul@wilsonabq.com. And my my phone number is 5057-06-2868. I'll be happy to talk with you and tell you the programs we got going on. If you're not feeling aligned, if you're not feeling energized at your work, we need to figure out how to get you back into alignment. As I like to say often, genius isn't rare. Alignment is. Genius isn't rare. Alignment is. If you feel like your energy is gone, there's probably something wrong with your alignment. I can talk to you about that. And God bless you. Have a good weekend. This is getting ready for March Madness and bracketology this weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. I love college basketball, especially playoff time. God bless you. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Have a great life.